go, guys. Today is review day. I've just seen Batman v Superman yesterday, 6 p.m. showing. Very good experience. I've never been to a Prime theater or a Prime, basically Prime theater. Very amazing time. Very nice, comfortable seats. Very good viewing ability. AMC was amazing. I loved it. Lines weren't too long. Uh, Drinks line were a little dangerous. I almost dropped a couple things, but luckily I did not. Now let's get into the movie. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, directed by Zack Snyder, starring Ben Affleck as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman, Amy Adams as Lois Lane, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, Diana Prince, and a bunch of other side characters. And Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. So, I will be doing this review as review and then spoilers that the spoilers will be the things that I love the most and the thought was amazing, and then overall I will end it with my grade of the movie out of 1 out of 10, and then I will give you. And after that, it's really done. All right, let's go into the negatives first. Negatives: Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Felt weak. Felt like he was being forced to play a jokey side of Lex Luthor, which is something that you don't want to see in Lex Luthor, because when you read the comics or even the animated TV show, Lex Luthor is maniacal. He is vindictive. He is cruel. He rules with an iron fist. He's a businessman who is one of the smartest men in the world. I think probably even more smarter than Batman by most points. You can see that they had some of that in this Lex Luthor, but they made him more of the kind of Lex Luthor that is just throwing jokes out there, and he's not maniacal. He's not the Lex Luthor that I've seen in the past from the anime series, from Smallville, and other stuff too. Even Kevin Spacey's Lex Luthor was very tyrannical and destructive. So Jesse Eisenberg was not the strongest point for me. I think maybe since he's maybe the predicament that he's in now, he might become stronger, might become better. Oh, also, guys, I will have spoilers at the end. Like I said earlier, I will let you know when to watch the spoiler part. I will be like this: spoilers. Okay. Another negative: the pacing of the movie was a little off at times. I do agree with that. The pacing of the movie sometimes will give you like a confused moment, like what just happened? Why did they just cut here? It was a little confusing at times, but it did not throw me off in the movie. I wasn't bored. Storytelling wise, I think there was a better way of these characters having better lines. Wonder Woman had some lines that were pretty good. She was awesome. I will get into that later. Superman, I don't think Superman had good lines in this movie at all. I really don't think so. I think his best parts were just him trying to convince him being Superman. It was just weak whenever he was talking, and some things that I heard that Zack Snyder's not really good at storytelling. Hopefully somehow he figures his way out, because I think he did a great way of storytelling with Man of Steel, and even with Ma Kent in this movie. Ma Kent in this movie is underrated, very awesome. Let's see, Jesse Eisenberg as Luthor. Doomsday's creation, I do agree with that. I've seen some reviews that they say Doomsday's creation is a little odd, and why is that happening? True, I do believe with that. I do agree with that. It's odd, but it's in the movie now, and that's how it is. But yeah, that's something you don't want to agree with. Not really much. Just Doomsday's creation, Lex Luthor. What was the other one? Pacing, storytelling. That's 4. 5 would be some parts of Lois Lane. I didn't like that she was the damsel in distress every single scene. I think it was like either she's in the desert getting held hostage, or being thrown from a building or drowning. It's like, okay, Lois, can you stop putting yourself in this situation, please? So that's something I didn't like. But I will start off with my positives. Amy Adams was good as Lois Lane. She's always good as Lois Lane, with the reporter type, loyal to Superman. I will start off with that. That's all I have really for my positives of Lois Lane. But my main positives. How do you not praise Ben Affleck as Batman? Amazing. I when he was first cast, I was one of those people that were like, that's a great casting. It's a great casting. I thought it was a great casting because when you watch The Town, you see that brooding, dark figure of Bruce Wayne. When you watch Argo, you find that kind of smart and snarky, but also he's intuitive. He's intuitive, and he's looking for answers, and that's what we have in this movie. And I thank you, Zack Snyder, for doing what I thought was one of the best things in this movie, putting Batman's origins in the opening credits. That was amazing, amazing. I give that to you, sir. You did a great job with that. But Ben Affleck as Batman was awesome. His interactions with each character was amazing. I loved his interactions with Alfred. Probably some of the best scenes I've seen in that movie. His interactions with Clark when they meet up in the gala. His interaction with Superman both times, when the fight and the warning. His interactions with Gal Gadot, with Wonder Woman, very, very nice. And you could probably see like some kind of like blooming romance for them. Another positive for me was the fight, the Batman versus Superman fight, straight out of the comics of Dark Knight Returns. This movie was so Dark Knight Returns. Besides Clark and Bruce being friends for 20 years and stuff like that, it was amazing to see the battle between those two. And at first, when you see Superman, he's just beating down Batman so hard. It's like, damn, how's Bat's gonna do it? And then the clip that they revealed like 3 weeks ago, the pellet being thrown to Superman, he catches it, the bullet, and it's actually kryptonite gas, poison gas, and he's over here like choking, and Batman just starts wailing on him, wailing. Then the scene where he's like just keeps punching him is like, and then the punches are just not even doing anything because the kryptonite is wearing out, and Batman's like, I was like, oh shit, we'll do it down. Oh man, it was so good. That battle was so good. And then I even liked the Dawn of Justice. Like, the formation of the Justice League was happening right there. I love the Trinity being together. It was awesome. The Trinity being together, all fighting together. Batman getting out of the way. He's like, grappling hook and everything. I didn't think that Batman was grappling hooking. I thought maybe I was like, maybe he's grappling hooking from Superman's heat ray vision. But then as I looked at it, Superman's heat ray vision and Doomsday's beams are way different colors. Superman has more of a little more red to it, and Doomsday's has more of a lighter orange kind of look. Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. No, number 2. She was underrated, but she was good. I loved her as Wonder Woman. Her scenes as Diana Prince, on the other hand, a little bit off. Except for the scene in the gala. She did great in the gala. I love that. But I loved her scenes as Wonder Woman. She was so badass. That's what she's supposed to be, a kick-ass warrior princess. And that's what she did. Loved it. Cavill kills it as Superman as usual. Jeremy Irons was Alfred. Did great as Alfred. He's so snarky. He's a way different Alfred compared to the Alfreds that we got in the past. But he's still Bruce's butler. I was hoping at some points that he would start yelling at Bruce for destroying the Batmobile, which is another thing I love too. The Batmobile fight scene with Lex's henchman. Batman is a beast, and we will continue right now with when he destroys those cars with his Batmobile, going right through one, tearing one right to pieces. It was just like, what the fuck? Then the scene where he's fighting those goons. He's fighting the goons in the warehouse kind of looking place. There's more to those scenes. There's more to it, and it's so good. You thought maybe that might be in the beginning of the movie. It's in the third act, but so good. That movie is so that scene right there was so badass. Continue showing more wrestling moves, which I appreciate. Um, let's see another positive. Another positive. Doomsday. I didn't like the beginning of Doomsday, the creation of it, but I love Doomsday as a monster. So menacing, and they do it true to form. He continues to get stronger after he takes in radiation and energy, and he just gets bigger and bigger. Spoiler, bigger and bigger. Um, that was a good monster, better than what we saw in the trailer. All right, that was my positive negatives. We're gonna go into spoiler view now. Right now, this is a segment called Spoiler View. Let's do it. Spoilers are happening now. The fight of Doomsday and Superman, straight out of comics. So amazing how he's taking him up in the atmosphere to space, and Superman's starting to like deteriorate too. And when you see like he's like literally like a zombie, I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? And I was like this. I was like, are they gonna kill Superman? Are they gonna try to kill Superman? And at points, yeah, and then eventually they do. And that's part, of the kick-ass scenes that Snyder did. Killing Superman, and then, of course, teasing that he's not dead, that he's just like in critical condition, probably almost dead. The formation of the Justice League, like I was talking about earlier, but now this has spoilers of the rest of the members. I liked it. I liked the scenes where they introduced, where Lex had these metahumans on check. I mean, Flash, I do agree Flash could have been better. Like, could have made him a little taller, a little more, put policeman's uniform on maybe, because he does work at the CSI, but that wasn't a problem. As long as he used the speed, he did. And Aquaman, I love the Aquaman scene. That Aquaman scene is so badass, especially when he's coming out of the freighter, and he has his eyes glowing blue, and then he's like with his and you can see the blonde hair too. I was like, oh my god, we got an Aquaman, King of Atlantis. We got Victor Stone, Cyborg in there, looking pretty badass. I believe that's the Mother Box, another Darkseid reference. Which Darkseid is coming, guys. Oh man. The Darkseid reference to the Mother Box taking over. They're doing it straight from Justice League War. The guy that plays his dad as a scientist at Star Labs. He played in Smallville a couple episodes. I forgot what was his character. It was something he played with some flower and took over people's minds, something like that. It was a good couple episodes for him. I know he also plays Olivia Pope's dad in Scandal, which I don't watch. That's another story. But I love the scenes of the formation of Justice League, and then Bruce like telling Diana like, "Who the hell are you?" She's over 100 years old and stuff like that. It's like, wow, we're in different areas now. No, she's not really 100 years old yet. She's 1918, 2000. Yeah, she's like 99 years old. But anyway, I loved it. I loved the scenes. Those scenes were awesome. The Superman death scene, when he literally takes the spear and impales Doomsday, and then Doomsday impales him right back. It's like, wow, what the F is going on? What? And then, I love the scenes of the funeral and stuff like that, I hate funerals, I hate caskets and all that stuff. Ugh. But we all know Clark's not dead. We all know that that's part too. It's like, I'm like, did Snyder just do that just to have us hear that, or maybe Lois is like just too distraught by her love of her life being killed? I mean, you hear, and then you see. Well, I mean, she couldn't see the dirt levitating, but we did too. I love the scene where Bruce is telling Diana that we got to make a team, and she's like, why? Because of the nightmare vision that he got, the nightmare vision from Flash. Flash came to him telling him that that basically Darkseid's coming, that we need to form together to make the Justice League, which I loved. The nightmare scene was so badass of a post-apocalyptic world of Superman if he lost either Lois Lane or his mother, I think, or even both, and he would just go crazy. And that's straight out of Injustice right there. That scene, that nightmare scene, is Injustice right all over there. 3 comics they used, I believe. 3 comics they used: Dark Knight Returns, Death of Superman, and Injustice. And if you guys don't know what that is, read those comics. Some of the best comics you'll read. What else was awesome? The scene where Clark's mom is held hostage. The part where Batman starts mowing down the thugs, and then when he saves his mother by playing the other guy's bluff, and then he grabs Clark's mom and he's like, I'm a friend of your son's. And she's like, I figured that. The cape. Oh man, that was awesome. It was so awesome. It was just a general good movie. I had a great time. I didn't feel bored. I didn't feel too confused. There were questions that I have, but that's the point. Zack Snyder is a visionary when it comes to action and just great shots and cinematography. Storytelling, he needs to work on that. Ben Affleck was a plus. Gal Gadot was a plus. Henry Cavill was always a plus. I even liked Henry Cavill and Lawrence Fishburne going back at it, back and forth. I love that stuff too. Really, really good. Affleck's scenes as Bruce talking to Alfred, talking about 20 years in Gotham. 20 years as Batman. It's crazy. 20 years and so many people dying, so many people losing their lives, and the beginning scene of the movie, amazing. How Bruce is just trying to race to the building, like somehow he could try to figure out a way to win. And I didn't even know that in the beginning of the movie, the building, and even in Man of Steel, the building that him and Zod crash into, and where Zod learns he learns to control his X-ray vision, that's Bruce's building, because you see Bruce's one of his employees praying, and it's just like he's talking about God, please forgive me for the sins I've made, have mercy on my soul, because he knows he's done, he's a goner. And you see like the heat ray vision like slicing other parts of the building off, and then the girl almost dying and Bruce saving her, and Bruce asking where her mom is, and he looks and she points up to like the rubble on top of the building. It's like, she's gone, mother's gone, and he's just like watching Superman, and it's like wow, this is insane. And he's held this vendetta against him for 2 years, and it's like, wow, this is gonna be a badass movie to watch. And I had a great time. I may have forgotten some things that you guys are gonna probably come in and comment on, like, oh, you didn't answer this part, you didn't answer this part. Just leave it in the comments and we'll talk about it. I have no problem talking to you guys about it in the comments. I love getting comments. Did I hit everything I wanted to hit? Get it? Yeah, I got everything I wanted to hit, and it was a great movie. I loved it. I don't, 33% on 31, 39%. Honestly, I would give this movie 75%, 75 to 80. But it is time for grade time. It is grade time, guys, and we're gonna do this right now. My grade for this movie is an 8.7 out of 10, which is a great grade. I'm gonna see the movie again maybe Sunday, maybe during the week after midterms are over. And I don't think my experience is gonna be different. I'm gonna go to a cheaper theater, but I think I'm just gonna watch it again and just like look at now as it was. I was a fan watching the movie. Now I'm like just watching it to see what parts I love even more. And I'm just looking forward to watching it again. I'm looking forward to buying the Ultimate Edition. If they got some kind of like special Blu-ray edition where it comes like with a Batman v Superman kind of like plaque, I'm so getting that. Can't wait for that to come out. I'm getting the book, the art book that they just revealed today. So guys, if you like this review, please comment, like, and subscribe. If you didn't like it, we know what to do anyway. Just like it anyway. Alright guys, Batman v Superman is out in theaters. Go check it out. I personally endorse this movie, and I'm not being paid to. Go up, and away.